Tracy here from the West Grey Public Library. Just going to wait a moment. I know we generally have a few popping on live. But if you happen to catch this recording later, just so you know that you can always catch all of the replays either on our Facebook page here, but as well on our YouTube channel. All of the videos that we've been posting weekly are all there as a library for you to resource later. So when you're ready, just taking a moment just to make sure that your chair feels sturdy where you are. It's not going to slip or move around too much. Come to the edge of your seat so that you're not leaning back into or collapsing into the back of your chair. That you're sitting on the edge where your feet are firmly planted down onto the ground. And just taking a moment here just to sit up nice and tall through the spine. Just relax through the shoulders, even the palms of the hands, whether they're up towards the sky or down onto your lap. And lengthening up through the back of the neck, reaching up through the crown of your head. It may even feel like you've got the slightest tuck to your chin. And can you find a nice tall spine, but still quite relaxed and comfortable here? A place that it doesn't feel like it requires a lot of effort to find ease in your breath and in your body. And we'll begin today with an embodied check-in. So if it feels easier for you or more available to you to notice what's happening in your body by closing your eyes, feel free to do that. Or soften your gaze. And perhaps we can even just begin with this question: how in my body am I? Am I here, present in my body? And maybe that's not a question you've asked yourself before, and that's okay. And maybe you're unsure of the answer, and that's okay as well, because truly the question is more important than the answer. So how present am I in my body right now? And with that question, we can then begin to explore, if you're kind of curious about how in my body am I right now, is how you notice sensation, temperature of the feet. Are the toes relaxed? And even any sensation around the ankles or the lower legs. Just kind of checking in, noticing. Is there anything significant that may stand out there for you? And then just bringing attention to the upper legs and thighs, the inner thighs, and the seat. And is there any sort of gripping with the muscles around the legs? Any unnecessary holding or gripping through the muscles? Just become aware. And then you can scan through, just noticing again through the spine. Does it feel like a lot of effort to sit up tall here? And can you maybe find about 10 to 20% more ease in that posture? Is there anything significant that you notice about your belly, the digestive system? And how about the shoulders and the neck, the upper back? What are you aware of in that area of your body right now? And then the hands and the arms, the elbows. Just noticing even the palms and the fingers. Is there any gripping? And you release any tension that doesn't necessarily need to be there right now. Is there a temperature difference between your upper and your lower body? And then the muscles around your face, your ears, your jaw, eyes. there a sensation that's drawing your attention in the body, the upper neck, shoulders, head, face? And is there any tension there that this sort of feels unnecessary right now? You can release a little bit of the expression on the face. And just noticing if there's any sort of buzzing in the mind or busyness of thought or story. And then we'll continue to move downward again, just dropping down, noticing where you feel movement of your inhales and your exhales. Often when we start to bring attention to it, we sort of begin to adjust it or control it. Can you just allow the breath just to be? It moves in and out of the body all day long unless we create tension or resist it. So just find a place to soften around the breath and notice where you can move or where the body moves with an in-breath and an out-breath. Wonderful. And then just opening the eyes if they've been closed. So even there, we just took a few minutes. I think that was about 2 to 3 minutes of an embodied check-in. Just a really great place to just bring ourselves back into just simply noticing sensation in the body. It allows us to be a little bit more here, a little bit more present, kind of bringing the brain a little bit back online if we've been kind of stuck in a lot of thinking or worrying. All right, so when you're ready, just taking your arms out to the side, just dropping them down, palms facing kind of forward or out to the sides of the room. Feel a little bit of a squeeze between your shoulder blades, this kind of opening across the chest. And then we'll just rise the arms up to about shoulder height and then bring the fingertips to the shoulders. And then bring the elbows forward, reach them up towards the sky, and then begin to open them here. Reaching back behind you, feeling again that squeeze between the shoulder blades as you bring the elbows back down towards the sides of the body. Bringing them forward, as close together as you comfortably can here, and then back up towards the sky. And just opening, feel a nice stretch across your chest as you engage the back body. Often when we're sitting a lot throughout our day or very focused on tasks, our phones, our devices, we can kind of create tension in the front of the body that actually can kind of sort of manifest in the back of the body. So as we begin to open the front and engage the back body, strengthening the muscles of the back to support us in a taller posture or more open posture for the breath to move. So just continuing with those circles, just nice and slow here. Elbows as close together as you can at the front, up as high as you comfortably can, reaching them open, back and down. A few more circles like this. And if you would like, you could even close your eyes and pair your breath with this movement. The inhale can rise the elbows up. The exhale can bring the elbows down. In and out of the nostrils. Long and slow and relaxed breath. So moving a few more times with those elbows, nice wide circle. Soft breath. And then bringing the arms down. We're going to bring the elbows in close to the body with the hands and the palms up towards the sky. So when you do that, kind of feel the sense of opening across the chest and a bit of a drawing together of the shoulder blades at the back of the body again. So with the elbows in close here, we're going to bring the hands together in front of you and then open them up away from you while keeping the elbows in snug to the body. So we'll do that a few times, bringing them in, So just getting into a little bit of shoulder mobility, a movement perhaps we don't do a lot, maybe unless you're serving. And when you reach the thumbs back behind you, can you again squeeze a little bit behind the shoulder blades and then bring the hands back together. So just very small movement, gentle movement here. So again, engaging that back body. Just noticing that you're not clenching through the jaw or holding the breath. Nice, and then the next time you have the thumbs out and the palms open wide, we'll turn the palms forward and then begin to reach the arms up overhead, reaching them up tall towards the sky, and then bring the elbows back down to sort of this W shape or V shape, squeezing the elbows down towards the body, the shoulder blades back together. Again, inhale, moving and reaching up. And as you reach up here, let's pause for a moment. Can you add a little pressure down into your feet and down into your seat? So that may have kind of send the energy up through the body, but staying connected down towards the ground. And then again, drawing the elbows down. So we'll continue with that a few times. Again, we can pair breath, inhaling to reach up, exhaling to bring the elbows down. Sometimes when we pair our movement and our breath, just simple movement that engages, helps us to kind of move away from that constant thinking. And just anchoring it in inhale and exhale. One more like that, reaching up as you press down through the seat and the feet, and exhale as you bring the elbows down. Nice, we'll bring the fingertips towards the knees now. Moving through cat and cow, or flexing the spine and extending the spine. So tuck your tailbone, bring your chin down towards your chest, drop the head, draw the belly in towards the spine and round here. And then as you inhale, you press into your feet, into the seat, lift through the spine and the chest. Maybe the chin gently lifts and up towards the sky. So we're moving towards a back bend here. Arching through and then rounding again through the spine. Just nice and slow, making sure that there's movement in the shoulders. Just finding the spine moving in all directions. Really great to find these movements every day, even just a few moments. Rounding the spine as you close in with the exhale. Inhale as you open wide through the chest and the heart and the belly. Nice, and then coming up nice and tall. We'll move to a twist now. So just reaching towards your right, so grabbing for either the arm of your chair if you have one, or the back of your chair. Your left hand can come to your right leg, and then as you root down, lift the spine up tall. Relax the shoulders and start to turn towards your right. Maybe you turn and gaze over that right shoulder, and even turn the eyes to gaze a little bit further over the right shoulder. Making sure you're breathing softly here. So only turning as far into the twist where you can still maintain a nice relaxed breath. Nice, and then come back through the center. And we'll turn towards the left. So just pressing down a little bit, turning to grab for the chair, or the arm or the back, the right hand to your left knee, and then root down, rise up, turn to twist, maybe gazing over the left shoulder and even turning the eyes a little further in the direction of the left. Just giving the eyes a bit of a stretch. Breathing softly here. Just rooting down through the feet, bringing the weight forward into the hands and into the knees, and we'll come up to standing. So pressing into your feet to do that. I'm going to just turn my chair, but if you have space to stand behind your chair, we'll bring the hands here to the back of the chair, just to find a nice space between your feet, rooted through the heels and through the toes. And then we're going to bend the knees just slightly, reach the hips back. We're going to do a movement similar to the cat and cow, but we'll do this standing here. So tuck your tailbone under, tuck your chin and round through your spine. You can use your chair to kind of anchor you here, and then inhale and move in that opposite direction again, like our cat. So the tailbone reaches back, the chest reaches forward, and a little bit of drawing the shoulder blades together. Maybe you can even push into your chair as you move to round the spine again. So just do a few like this, and just let your knees bend softly, finding space in the low back here. And a few more like that. Nice. And then release. Step a little bit closer towards your chair and step your right foot back so that your feet have space between them and your right heel lands down onto the ground. So you might have a nice short stance here. Standing up fairly tall, make sure your chair is sturdy, and then pressing back into that right heel. Begin to just gently lean forward. Take a breath here. And then we'll switch legs. Right comes forward. Step the left back. Press down into that heel. As you bend into your right knee. Sorry, I didn't mention that on the other side, but hopefully you felt that. So pressing into the left heel, relax the shoulders. Take a few breaths down the back of the leg. And then coming up tall. So just standing on our feet here, we'll just end standing actually today, just to take a few breaths in. So just rooting down through your feet, feel that support beneath you. If maybe you've been sitting a lot today, let's take a full breath in, reach our arms all the way up towards the sky, maybe gazing up towards your hands, and then exhale, bring the hands back down through your center. Just a little bit of a stretch to your wrists as you send the fingers down again. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up, and bring the hands back down through the center. Have a little bit of a stretch to the fingers as you press them together to release them down in front. Last big breath together, nice and slow. Full breath in, inhale up, and exhale as you come down. And then just release your hands down at your side. Release the shoulders, maybe just do a little shake and wiggle. And thank you so much for joining me here today. And just a reminder that we have this session every Thursday at 4 o'clock live. And if you miss it, you can always catch our replays either here on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine and this nice, beautiful fall weather we're having. Take care.